What if the wilderness you patrol to keep others safe is the only place vast enough to hold the secret that could shatter your carefully constructed solitude? And the most dangerous threat isn't the cartel on your trail, but the terrifying vulnerability of letting someone past your perimeter. In Ranger's Secret Baby, Susie McIver delivers a protector romantic suspense that transforms the secret baby trope into a profound exploration of masculine tenderness and earned trust, proving that in landscapes defined by vigilance, true safety isn't found in isolation. It's forged in the radical act of shared guardianship. This isn't merely another rugged hero romance with high-stakes chases. It's a psychologically precise narrative where every tactical decision feels like both duty and devotion. Consent is negotiated through protective presence rather than assumed authority, and family is rebuilt not through biological claim, but through the daily choice to stay when instinct demands retreat. From the first wind-swept narration, listeners are immersed in a world where silence is strategy and love is the only mission that can't be planned. Perfect for fans of emotionally grounded suspense and stories where male strength is redefined through nurturing, this audiobook serves up atmospheric intensity, relentless authenticity, and protagonists whose journey from guarded strangers to sovereign partners resonates with anyone who's ever believed protection required emotional distance. When park ranger Kalen Thorne discovers his former lover Maya Chen has returned to his remote district with a toddler who shares his eyes, he expects professional detachment, not to realize her sudden reappearance coincides with a surge in illegal trafficking activity targeting the very trails he's sworn to protect. But as Kalen navigates surveillance protocols and buried regret, he understands this reunion isn't about paternity, it's about integration. McIver masterfully avoids reducing Kalen to stoic alpha or Maya to damsel in distress. Instead, she crafts a relationship rooted in radical reciprocity within constraint, where trust is earned through honoring boundaries, even as danger blurs them, and intimacy emerges from seeing each other as allies before lovers. The audiobook narration amplifies this emotional alchemy, capturing Kalen's disciplined restraint fracturing into genuine receptivity, and Maya's fierce clarity softening into vulnerable trust. You don't just hear their bond deepen, you feel the seismic shift of two souls learning that protection isn't about controlling outcomes, but about holding space for uncertainty together. What elevates Ranger's Secret Baby beyond typical protector suspense fare is its nuanced portrayal of fatherhood as collaborative practice rather than biological entitlement. Kalen isn't merely claiming a child, he's confronting how Ranger culture taught him to equate worth with self-reliance, challenging the notion that strength requires emotional armor. Maya doesn't need saving through his devotion. She creates space where his protective instincts can exist without domination, honoring his expertise, even as his walls crumble. Their relationship evolves through acts of radical reciprocity, sharing silences during night watches that bypass performance, establishing nonverbal cues that protect both operational integrity and emotional safety, and defending each other from colleagues who mistake tenderness for weakness. Supporting characters add vital texture, fellow rangers whose loyalty masks unresolved trauma, locals whose knowledge encodes intergenerational wisdom, even the wilderness itself rendered as living archive whose rhythms absorb decades of unspoken resilience. Every interaction reinforces the novel's core truth. In work built on solitude, connection is tactical advantage, and presence is the only reliable compass. Even the suspense mechanics serve thematic depth, with perimeter checks mirroring emotional attunement and evasion tactics becoming metaphors for earned trust. For audiobook listeners, this production is an immersive sensory descent into protective intimacy. The narrator embodies Kaylin and Maya with remarkable distinction. Kaylin's voice carries gravelly exhaustion laced with dawning warmth, while Maya's tone holds sharp intelligence beneath layers of hard-won softness, making their chemistry palpable even in stillness. Sound design enhances atmosphere without overwhelming immersion. Distant wildlife calls marking temporal rhythm, rain against cabin windows during vulnerable confessions, the hushed click of radio static syncing with breath during moments of connection, all anchor existential stakes in tangible reality. Pacing mirrors the cadence of ranger life, deliberate during patrol and reflection, then surging with urgency as external threats collide with internal awakenings. Whether you're commuting through urban chaos or sitting in twilight solitude, the audiobook creates a portable sanctuary where slowness feels sacred and connection feels lifeline. It's storytelling as embodied validation, transforming passive listening into active participation in a love story that honors both duty and desire. Ultimately, Ranger's Secret Baby redefines protector romantic suspense by centering male emotional labor within wilderness frameworks. It satisfies genre cravings for intense chemistry and high-stakes tension while delivering substantive commentary on veteran trauma, feminine strength, and the radical act of building partnerships based on mutual recognition